What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us, and today we are going to review the recently released Tamil movie Pae Ranasingam. Imagine that they have plenty of good content and good stories relevant to the local ordinary people. It's not like they are portraying a different kind of story from somewhere that remains in the light of the cinema or mainstream media, but it is just relevant to the ordinary woman who is hopeless, dejected, and her daily struggle with the system that she lives in. So the director Virumaandi has done a very vital role in growing us with the character of a mother. Now she is a single mother who lost her husband, and her daily struggle with the system, how it works, and what are the things that she really need to just give a dignifying death to her husband. The story starts like this: that in this particular village, this guy get married with this girl, lady, and then she gets this child, and after that, during that time, he somehow manages to go abroad, Dubai, to work, and there he dies, and the news come when they have a ceremony at home. Suddenly everyone's in shock. Now with the child and the family, she has to fight all the battle by herself. There are some critical things that we really should understand, that personally, from my personal experience, I learned it. You should take a picture of or a copy of everything legal associated with you or your loved ones in a backup wherever you want it, whether it is your email, Gmail, drive, pen drive, everywhere. And it is very, very essential, because I don't want to reveal here, because there are some things that happened with some of my friends that it was very challenging, because that is how the system works, because they just need evidences where you will bring it. So what happens? He dies abroad without knowing what is the consequences, what happened there, what are the things that because she was not there, and definitely it happens. This is another thing now I want to tell you, because all those people, those who are going abroad, especially where the human rights are not good, they are putting their relatives or the people abroad at stake and risk, because in the diplomatic channels they can't argue with each other. They just say, okay, this is the one happened, this happened, okay, that, because in the end they are interdependent on each other. So always try to focus on the big countries wherever you can earn something. At least you will get a benefit of citizenship or anything, even for your children also, but not like this. So he dies there, doesn't know whatever the situation, where, how he died, but they just manipulate the story and saying it that it happened. Now this mother back home, she got the news and she is in a shock, and she has to find out to get his dead body back from the country. And now what happened? Some marriages that are happen ritually locally, they don't have significance when you go to the legal system, and they said how. And finally he found out that the husband is dead, and she is asking for the marriage certificate. On the basis of rules, he is right, but when it comes to there is no sympathy or empathy for the situation. So she has to find out what to do with this situation, because no marriage certificate, no legal status of the child, who is the father. So there are plenty of things. So even in the local council or wherever you go, try to get the legal documents first, so that it will be very good for your children or for your families or loved ones and everything. That is okay. We can't say that she is not on a mistake. It was the system around her or the situation around her that made the marriage, and they didn't get any kind of legal document. Now there comes another problem, because it is an international and the government should really help the situation. I'm just talking about the situation, and they should tried their level best to help this mother, but she was just going from a door to door, office to office to find out how she can get the documents. And when she goes there, they said there are 22,000 people those who die abroad, and we don't know which body comes or which doesn't come. So there are plenty of things that she has to go through. And being a mother and now suddenly becoming a widow with a child, she has to see that the in-laws, they are all upset, and there is a old father-in-law in the house, mother, and all this. So many things to think about. Instead of helping her, there is always a system. You can't deny it. There is, because our system was always parallel. There is a local body system and there is a government level system. So it happens that okay, if you get married, you get the recognition from this person, and he will be a witness for you that it happened there, and there are pictures and all this. These are the evidences that we should keep it. And then she could have done it, but the problem become so bigger. That's why the story little bit dragged, but it was particularly right according to the situation that happened with her, because she has to get the documents, she has to go through all this channel, and the channel is so huge, from one office to another office to another, from bribery, everything. She was trying her level best to do everything, but once they know it, that his death was not what they tell. So she got the news from one of his co-worker, and he tells that an accident happened and he dies it. So definitely there is an insurance involved, and thus come another issue. And the dividend director has done his good at especially portraying how the situation is. You just need ordinary people to get the story of their life, and that's what the people really wanted to watch it. So you will really like this movie, and especially I think it is worth watching. And the good thing that we really need to learn from this is that we should really be socially educated. Number one thing, that what we are doing in our ritual way, we should also make it the evidence of the legal ways, so that things will not get hard for you, for your children, for your loved ones. And also the priorities, that's what the most important thing is. Sometimes we just see that this person has gone abroad and his luck is with him. So that's why the people coming from one particular area, going abroad and working abroad, they just follow each other, just listening the news, and then they follow the same path. And I believe that education is must, and the good thing is, whether it is social or legal, you should have the knowledge of how you get through this system and make it very easy and convenient for the people. I hope you really like this movie. It's worth watching, and this week this is the only movie that has lesson. And if you like it, kindly like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon for more notifications. Thank you so much for your love and patience, and suggest any other movie. Bye bye. It's raining.